Welcome to GOLD FOREX tutorials and finance. There's too much blah 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 about demand and supply these days on the internet and in forex markets. But the truth is, it works. Let's find out why demand and supply actually works. A lot of times, we treat demand and supply based on the wrong foundation. It really hurts the outcome of our trading confidence. Let's look at why. By not getting enough proper understanding about the working principles of any strategy would prevent us from taking long-term advantage decisions. This is the major reason why people abandon a strategy after just a few weeks of use. Let's get straight to the core rules of S&D trading. This might sound really different from traditional and classical demand and supply trading methods found in most books and courses. Now, let's look at the two ways of looking at the forex market. 1. Principle 1 says we have to look at the effort. Effort should be directly proportional to results. What does this mean? If the market is showing great effort in a particular direction and less confidence in the opposite direction, we expect a continuation in the direction of greater effort. 2. There are two principal forces in the market, which are buyers and sellers. These two forces can be measured by observing their relative speeds. This means at a given time frame, one particular force will be greatest continually than the opposite at that given time frame. This can be summarized to how fast or slow buyers or sellers move prices in either directions that constitute the market structure at the time. Now, listen attentively. The market is not in utter chaos as many will have you think. So how exactly can we make advantageous decisions to profit in the relative movements between buyers, which is demand, and sellers, which is supply? There are two terms we shall be using: buyers slowing down and sellers slowing down, BSD and SSD respectively. In short, buyers slowing down, sellers slowing down. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Each time the bulls try to take the market higher, the bears push the market further down. Each time the bulls try to push it up, the market always go down and the market keeps failing to make a higher high. So the bears keep pushing down, thus the sellers are able to create more lower lows. This demonstrates that there is strength in the bearish direction, that the buyers are getting weak while the sellers are getting stronger. As the market makes consecutive highs and lows, we find lower lows but no higher highs. So in this case, we say buyers are slowing down because they are moving upward in a regressing rate, while sellers are moving downward in a progressive rate. Now, to conclude about buyers slowing down, how does it help our interest? Once a zone starts shows weakness, it means that that zone is about to get broken. So the zone can be considered invalid. Do not place any buy trades at such zones where buyers are slowing down. It means that demand zone is no longer valid. Now, in this case, the chart shows that sellers are slowing down while buyers are getting momentum. This increasing momentum of buyers and the reducing strength of the sellers shows that the supply zone above is getting weak and is no longer valid. please don't place trades on such levels. That level is about to get broken. The probability of that level being broken is 80 to 99%. Now, if we observe the following chart, we can understand the visual concept better. Look at the histograms drawn. Here we observe that each time the market visits the buying zone, fewer buyers are willing to take more trades. This gradually impacts the pressure of buying in the market and makes that zone invalid over time. That's it for today. And if you did learn something, please consider subscribing. See you in the next video. Goodbye.